I'm here at the National Firearms Museum here at NRA headquarters with Phil Schreier, Senior Curator of the National Firearms Museum, for the Curator's Corner. Now, Phil, you've done it again. You brought us in the day that the Theodore Roosevelt Trappings of an Icon, the exhibit has opened here at the National Firearms Museum. So, dude, you're a little crazy, running around flustered. I'm excited because I get to see this for the first time and I'm checking it out. So tell us a little bit about the exhibit, then we'll take a look at a piece of it here.
Sure, John. We've talked with your listeners and viewers before, earlier in the year, about the great opportunity that the National Park Service has given us in loaning us some of the firearms from Sagamore Hill, Theodore Roosevelt's home in Oyster Bay, Long Island. And we got to visit the secret room and handle some of them.
Which was a lot of fun.
Was. But now they need to be on display for the public. That's why we have them for the next couple of years. And this very morning, we went online with two of our newest display cases, and what is kind of a work in progress as we continue to evolve and develop the Theodore Roosevelt collection here.
Which is cool, because if you're a regular first time, you can see it and see it as it evolves. So,
right.
So what are we going to look at now?
Well, this panel is called the Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride refers to the five children, or six children of Theodore Roosevelt, 2 girls and 4 boys, who all were taught by their father how to shoot, hunt, safe firearms handling, conservation, sportsmanship.
Rhetoric.
Just wonderful, wonderful childhood. And this shows the 4 guns that belong to the 4 boys that we know of. The top gun is a Savage 99, and illustrated in the photo is Theodore Roosevelt Jr. with this very gun on the occasion of him taking his very first deer. Unfortunately, it happened to be the same day that William McKinley was assassinated 300 miles away.
Wow.
And then right the day before his 14th birthday, 6 days later, McKinley would die, and there 300 miles from Buffalo, New York, was Vice President Roosevelt and his family on a holiday.
What a day, huh?
And that gun goes with that very first deer harvest. Underneath it is a very special Springfield sporterized 1903 Springfield that was taken by Kermit on safari with his father in 1909, 1910. Below that is another Springfield 1903. This one is in the standard military version.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
And that one actually has, as you can see right here, the initials AR 1914. That stands for Archie Roosevelt. And he put those initials in there when he was at the Plattsburgh officers camp before the war. And as you can see, he made the grade of lieutenant colonel by the end of his service and retirement after World War II. And then Quentin was the youngest of the 4 boys, and there are 2 little 22 caliber rifles here, the Stevens Favorite and the Winchester Model 1906.
Great plinking guns.
A fantastic plinking gun.
And he had 2 daughters, but you said you met one of them.
I met Alice Roosevelt.
Wow.
In the mid-70s, right here in Connecticut Avenue, where she lived with her granddaughter, Joanna Sturm. Wow. And if the name Sturm sounds familiar to you, Joanna Sturm was the daughter of Alexander Sturm and Paulina Longworth. Alex Sturm being the Sturm of Sturm Ruger and Company.
Jeez, wow. So this has to have special significance to you then.
It really does. Being able to have that personal tie to the, just ever so tangentially linked to the Roosevelts with just a one-time encounter, but to actually be able to hold and manage the firearms and the trappings of an icon, as we call it.
It's great. And on the top there, a great family photo there.
That was taken by the Patch Brothers, photographers here in Washington, D.C., of the Roosevelt family. And it's just a wonderful piece. It's been hand-colored, and that's...
And I'll tell you that what I get, and and I've not met, you've had the great privilege of meeting one, but I get a feeling this was really, use the word first family. This really was a family, a tight family, all the way through in the stories you told and what they did and how their dad acted and reacted with them, even when he was president of the United States, like making sure that his family came first, and that's so great.
His family did come first. Of the 150,000 personal letters he wrote in his lifetime, most of them were to his 6 children. There are a number of books just on Theodore Roosevelt's letters to his children. These weren't the dilettantes of the rich and famous. These kids, each one of them, as you can see here, Brigadier General, Medal of Honor, Lieutenant Colonel, Major, Second Lieutenant, died in France in 1918 fighting in World War I. Ethel Derby married a doctor. She served in the ambulance corps of the Red Cross in World War I. Alice was married Nicholas Longworth of Ohio, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, gave her entire life to public service. Just a tremendous family. And when the president died on January 5th, 1919, Archie was the son at home, sent a telegram to the rest of the family, to his brothers Kermit and Theodore Jr., who were both overseas, and just simply said, "The old lion has passed."
Oh man, wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And how can folks come and share that with us? How can they see it either here, or how's it available, Phil?
Well, you can visit us here off of Interstate 66 at exit 57A. We're open 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5. There's free admission, plenty of parking. If you can't visit us off the interstate, visit us on the internet. Now, we're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's nramuseum.com.
And free parking on the internet as well.
Free parking on the internet, no meter fees.
But when you come here, you can visit the cafe, and the food really rocks.
If you're here Monday through Friday, you can. Otherwise, it's vending machines for you.
Phil Schreier, thank you so much for a peek here at this wonderful Theodore Roosevelt Trappings of an Icon, brand new exhibit here at the NRA National Firearms Museum. Thanks for sharing on the Curator's Corner.
And thank you, John, for having us once again.